murdered gizzards too. They plundered arcane mysteries, and all their foes did wail. Beware lest ye encounter a mighty Mage of Sail.
Bonjour, it is I, Patrick McNamara, your best friend, and the only person who truly understands you. We're gathered here today to play Mage of Sail, a swashbuckling game of magic and mystery based on a new system that I wrote that is currently titled Wizard. But I am thinking of renaming it, the underlying system, to Patrick's Improvised Storytelling System.
It rolls right off the tongue, I'll tell you that much.
When we last united as wizards and friends, our wizards had just run from a dinner with the sinister Dr. Flesh. He tried really hard, and none of the stuff he did to ingratiate himself towards you worked, like finding out your backstories, tracking down your families. I felt a little bit bad for him. He'd clearly put in a lot of effort, and it didn't go his way. But they had discovered that Dr. Flesh wished them to work against his enemy, the mighty Dr. Karate, who has recruited a werewolf called Kirill the Wizard Eater, a longtime enemy of Wilhelm's. And his opening volley against you was to murder your beloved friend, Apex Liga friend, at the docks just outside your ship. I'm going to go ahead and say that the three of you have now all gotten to the docks. It's around midnight, and it becomes clear to you that the death of Apex actually happened about half an hour previously. What Dr. Flesh was showing you was on a time delay. Presumably he wanted to make sure that you did not have the ability to stop it. And it's quite a tense scene, half an hour after Apex's death, because the local constabulary, who are all working, of course, for the British colonizers, are attempting to enter the docks to investigate a murder, and your crew are refusing to let them. And it is starting to turn into a standoff. Mm-hmm. Your crew numbers, I think, 176 the last time that Nigel counted them.
Oh my god, this is like the Enterprise when you find out there's so many people on it. We're going into battle with 170 people?
People say there's too many named characters in this show, but I've actually hardly named any of them. And so there's a standoff, and the British Constabulary are trying to go and round up anyone they can, because it's quite late at night, in the hope that your crew of pirates will let them onto the docks. So far, it's not happening. The person at the front of this, trying to keep everyone calm, is your navigation officer, Corbin St. James. One of the constables is saying, "Now, look here, we're the local police, and if there's been some kind of murder or some kind of violence, we should be the ones investigating it. I don't care if it is a member of your crew." And Corbin St. James is saying, "Yes, but the thing is that it is very much a member of our crew, and we believe that this is an internal matter that will be dealt with by us." I mean, approaching this diplomatically, of course, but also simply from a point of view of head count. No one here wants this to get any uglier than it is already. So if you don't mind, we'll just... we're going to keep the docks here for now, and we're going to be setting sail. I haven't checked with the captains yet, but I'm pretty sure for Karate Island as soon as possible. This temporary use of your docks by the crew of the Nexus Spear will probably be over by sunrise, and there's really nothing to worry about.
I want a zombie.
Do you want your standard zombie?
Apex.
You want a zombie Apex?
Yes.
So
I see it in your eyes.
Not to be too graphic, Apex's body is in very good shape. So you can potentially keep it for later, for when there is a funeral. And perhaps you could reconstruct it with Atom.
I was going to ask if I could do that, yeah.
And you can then bring it back, but it will not be Apex. It will just be a thing that looks like Apex.
I see that thought process, and then I see you look at me, assuming that where is Apex? Do I see his spirit anywhere?
His spirit is now passed on to wherever spirits go when they die.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, Patrick.
He's not lingering.
He's not lingering. It doesn't seem like he has turned into any kind of malignant spirit or anything like that. Dying in combat for Apex, I don't think was the worst way for him to go.
No, I think he was probably happy to die in combat.
My long-term thought was mostly just to reanimate him enough to have him be a part of getting revenge?
Yes, that is entirely possible.
Not just a weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah. So he is.
It's like someone's puppeting him in the back.
So he is currently under a shroud that the crew have put on him. Would you like to order them to take his body on board the ship?
I would like to clarify, only for the people watching at home, that this is a new day of recording.
Yes.
And we had a whole night to process Apex, so
Yes.
if it seems like we're a little cold to it, we weren't for a while.
Yeah, we were
But
very,
this is us. This is us.
They were
being
fucking mad at me.
We were. No, yeah, we were. It was also daylight saving, so...
Yeah, we lost an hour.
So-
This is self-defense and we're mad.
Yeah. No, this is now we're mad.
So now we're in
the grief
business
is
mode.
processed.
Show me his body. Yes. Let me see his torn up flesh.
So as his body is being taken on board the ship, the constabulary is saying, "No, you can't do that. That's evidence. If we're going to investigate this as a crime, that's the mayor of Mermaid Bay. We can't possibly." And Corbin's saying, "Now look here," and she's clearly rolling a persuasion check, and it looks like she might have rolled pretty well. And this constable, apart from anything else, is looking at her and going like, "How much?" He's starting to think about how much he gets paid, and whether it's worth fighting the entire crew of a pirate ship.
Can I toss a nudge his way of like, it's fine?
Yeah, sure thing. Before you do that right now,
Yes.
while Corbin is doing quite well on her persuasion check, something that makes things a little bit more difficult for her does happen, which is that the Master of Hound's largest dog, Barbara, starts dragging a corpse into the docks.
A different one?
A different corpse, followed by the Master of Hounds and the dread pirate Hendrix. The chief of the local police says, "Here, now, you can't be bringing a body in here. You've got to stop that right now." And Hendrix looks at him and goes, "Okay." And continues dragging the body onto the ship.
Nudge,
Whose body is
nudge
this?
isn't going to help that one.
He says, we found one of Kirill's werewolves. This is him.
Oh. Are we going to interrogate him?
I think he's a little past that.
Okay.
But we're pretty sure he was a werewolf on account of how he was 9 foot tall and covered in hair when we found him. The Master of Hounds goes, "You want to clarify for everyone? Revenge isn't done until they're all gone."
Oh, okay.
Corbin makes a charm check again, this time with a negative penalty. If you'd like to nudge, this is potentially the time.
This is the nudge.
That's a level 1 spell. Please prepare the wizard's wheel. You get 3?
3, we needed 6
A
or
3,
more.
yeah, you need an 8 or below, so
okay,
a 3 is
yeah,
already quite
okay.
good. The thing about a nudge is generally it has to be something that the target is kind of wants to do, but
Yeah.
is resisting it a little bit.
Yeah.
And he really wants to go home.
The nudge is
fair.
Yeah.
more of a, we'll get out of here type.
Yeah, so he looks at it and he says, "Well, we're going to be back tomorrow with every single member of the constabulary that I can round up, and anyone who is still here at that time will be charged either with murder," and he looks at the Master of Hounds and Hendrix, "or accessory to murder. So, I hope you all won't be here when that happens." And he takes his men and they all leave immediately. Which is kind of annoying for some of them because they just got out of bed because they heard they were going to get to fight a bunch of locals.
They love that.
Yeah. That's that's why you become a cop.
Just to beat civilians.
Yeah.
These guys in particular, they love it.
So what would you guys like to do now? So by the time the standoff is finished, it's very late at night. It's around 1 a.m. Do you guys want to head to bed? You are wizards, but you still get tired.
It's really late. Our friend just died. Why don't we go get drunk?
On the ship or
Yeah.
in town? Okay.
Yeah. Just like we could have some bonding time and sad bonding time.
I think I should try to repair Apex's body to try to mitigate the decay process.
Okay.
While you're drunk?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty drunk.
Yeah.
You can absolutely do that. You want to beat an 8? Please prepare the wizard's wheel. You get a 7? Oh, that's a success.
Yay!
Would you like to make this a blessing so it stays?
Yes.
That is going to give you a point of persistent chaos.
Okay.
And as long as that blessing is in effect, Apex's body will not decompose. This takes you a lot of hours while everyone else is getting drunk.
I bring you drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get drunk during it. There's no reason not to.
What form is Liga in right now?
Oh, you're actually still a young lady because that was your disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you lost the chaos for that.
Yeah.
So now you have one back.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have to recast that again at some point. But it is. It takes you a few hours, but you are able to put Apex back together.
I'm also going to bring Steven with me. So, it's Parrot, Steven.
Yeah.
And so, like, we're just coming in while you're doing this, like, wow, that's disgusting. Isn't it, Steven?
And Stephen says, well, one mustn't judge the belief systems of others, and also one must not, of course, if one is a ghostly parrot, ever in any way annoy a necromancer. So I think what Liga's doing is fine, noble, courageous.
That's a
even
weird
has
thing
a
to say,
certain beauty
Steven.
to it.
That's a really strange thing. Would you like a tiny mug of parrot beer?
I would love a little mug of parrot beer, and he drinks it.
He gets his little tiny parrot hand. Oh, excellent. Oh, do you want any more, Liga?
Yes. And I actually even just like pour a little bit into Apex's mouth.
All right.
The Mary Drexel, who's your first mate, comes up to you and goes, all right, just want to make this official, since you are the captains. Presumably we're going to Karate Island.
Where's Wilhelm?
I think Wilhelm goes into the bilge, the last place, or
That's
more or
where
less
Apex lived,
Apex's
yeah.
room, even though it's not great for a human wizard to be. And I think he wants to try to scry on Dr. Karate.
Ooh.
Now, I do know that I have a greater scry and a scry, and I'd like to know the difference really
So,
quick. But also I
scrying
know that I
is...
had physical contact with Dr. Karate.
Scrying allows you to look at one thing, and it's the main thing you're focusing on. It replaces your vision, essentially. You are looking at Dr. Karate, and that's the only thing you're doing. Greater scrying is picture-in-picture.
Okay.
You can scry on more than one location at the same time, and you can continue going through your life while this happens.
Okay.
Oh, like the TVs we just saw.
Yeah, exactly. That was he was casting great at scrying.
Yeah, I thought so. Liar.
I'm down here alone in the bilge, and I do not see a reason to do the PIP button. I think I can go for the standard scry.
Okay.
So I'd like to try to scry on Dr. Karate.
So go ahead and roll that. That's going to be, you're looking for an 8. Actually, you're looking for a 9 or below because you have had physical contact with Dr. Karate.
All right, let's hope it's a
1.
A 1. That's actually, that's pretty close to the best you could really get.
all right.
So you are able to focus in on Dr. Karate. And you see indeed that he is on Karate Island.
I'd expect that, yeah.
He's in his dojo, which is sort of architecturally what you would consider if a beautiful sort of shogunate era Japanese castle was built by McDonald's.
Thank you.
He's wearing a silk kimono with finely embroidered pictures of ninjas on it.
Okay.
He's a very large man. And it's not in the sense that he works out. He's just big. It was born big. And you can recall when you met him that he uses that to bully people.
Yeah, I can't unsee the one person who I think we all know and accept as the canonical Dr.
Yes.
Karate.
He has tinted shades. He is wearing
Does he have a goatee?
Yes, he does.
he has to have
And a ponytail. He also, despite the fact that he's very, very tall, is still wearing, he's wearing sort of, I don't know the proper name for them, but sort of the Japanese clogs
Oh.
that have really big lifts on them.
Yes, I know what you're talking
those are
about.
called
I know
either.
the name.
Underneath it, he's wearing his gi, which has the characters for the special order that was created for him by the masters back in Japan, or as he calls it, Japan.
Oh my god.
The Order of the Baka Gaijin.
That's right.
One of his underlings, a mere black belt. He has 3 or 4 black belts
Okay, yeah.
tied around his waist.
Tommy was so.
Comes up and bows and says, "Master." And he says, how the fuck would Stephen Seagal say? Proceed. Proceed.
There you go.
Allegedly.
There we go, that's it.
Allegedly.
And
Steven Seagal, which is Dr. Kratty's real name.
we've gotten word back from the Golden Isle. It looked like everything with Kirill went very well. The shark is dead, and there's one less abomination on these isles. And Dr. Gray says, "Indeed, I knew my plan would be successful, because my plans are always successful. I only wish I could have karate'd him myself, but I'm too busy with the administration of this dojo to kill every foul creature on these islands. And he says, "Right-ho, sir. Yes, absolutely. My understanding is that Kirill has made his escape on board a ship immediately heading for Wintertown. So he should be here shortly to receive his next orders from you. As always, he seems completely subservient to your command." Which is not what you understand of Kirill's personality from what little you know. Dr. Karate says, "Is there anything more to report?" He says, "Yes, unfortunately, 2 of Kirill's wolves did not make it out. One we know was killed by let me check my notes. It says here the Master of Hounds. I'm assuming he's a person of interest." And Dr. goes, "Sure." And he says, and the second is currently unaccounted for, but Kirill is confident he'll find a way to come back to Wintertown as well. It's difficult to replenish the numbers of the werewolves, obviously, since they're hard to bring over, but they are essentially just meat shields for us, right? And Dr. Karate goes, "Indeed, the werewolves matter little. What is important is that this Wilhelm comes to the tournament as expected." The man goes, "Right-ho, sir. I mean, whoever we need to kill to drive him here, we'll do it. And the werewolves have proven most lethal for this task." And Dr. Karate goes, "Proceed. I'm going to head to my chambers." He goes off to his chambers, which are all done in the traditional Japanese style. He lies on the floor, but his mat is clearly memory foam.
Fucking poser.
And you can continue watching him if you want, but he is asleep.
Yeah, no, we got to the boring part of the...
Wilhelm, are you in here, or do I have... I don't really want to go in the bilge. I don't like how it smells, so I'm going to leave. If you're in here, there's a beer outside the door.
I snap out of the view.
Yeah.
I say, "Thank you."
Wilhelm, we need a group decision, so when you're done, meet us... Meet Liga and I at Apex's disemboweled corpse
So once
on the upper decks.
Once Liga's done, it's about 3, maybe 4 in the morning. I'm going to assume you all meet up to give Mary her orders.
Yes.
You have to be out of
It was a group decision.
Yeah, you have to be out of these docks by the morning, one way or another, or the British Army are going to show up.
Yeah, we don't want that.
What's your decision?
I think that I would go to the body exhumation party, whatever's happening upstairs, and inform my wizard cohorts of what happened. And I do, or rather what I was able to see when I scried. And while I do feel compelled to follow through, even knowing that they are trying to get me to engage in the tournament, you said there's another wolf that...
There's a wolf that is unaccounted for.
There's a body that is unaccounted for. So that's my only hesitation in going, because one is still out there and we don't know exactly where.
Yeah, you would potentially be leaving it on the Golden Isle. I mean, as far as you know, I mean, there are, you know from being there for a while, there are other were creatures on the Golden Isle. The main one you know of course, is Bucky, who seems to have, from the brief conversations you had with him, taken the death of his friend quite personally. You would suspect that it would probably be a good idea for this werewolf to lay low, given that Bucky is now the mayor of a town of pirates, and also has equal ability to turn into a giant monster.
Yeah, he's a scary threat too, so... I'll say that was pointed out to me in that conversation, and find that comforting enough to say I think it might be time to head to Karate Island. What do we know about the tournament?
You've heard very little about the tournament, other than that Dr. Karate has been advertising that the Great Wilhelm will be fighting at the tournament soon.
Okay.
But otherwise, you don't know terribly much about it. Like you have not interacted with the Karate Island much, aside from killing a troop of the Karate Island, of Dr. Karate's Karate Island karate champion, and fighting him in a spar, or rather, fighting him in a sparring session. You weren't like both in a spar,
Yeah.
And things got rough. So yeah, you don't know very much about the tournament at the moment. Aside from Dr. Flesh did just mention that it's a thing that he has going on most of the time in Karate Island.
And is Wintertown a city on Karate Island?
Wintertown is a city on Karate Island, yes. Do you want to talk to Mary about what she knows about Karate Island? She's traveled the Isles pretty extensively.
Yeah, we've never been there, correct?
Yeah, you've never been there. You've only been to Blood Island and Bones Island.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about going there, I think definitely asking Mary what it's all about.
Yeah.
And what it's like.
Yeah, Mary says, so Karate Island, bit of a weird one. Used to call it Isla Kronos, obviously, and before that they called it Isla Tempora, which was technically more correct, but people kept making jokes about shrimp. Oh, no. Dr. Karate, of course, when he showed up, named it after himself. Mm. But the annoying thing was that we all sort of agreed it was quite a cool name for an island, so, everyone calls it Karate Island now. It's the only island that we're not really mad about. But, yeah... It's interesting. 4 major cities, Wintertown, Summertown, Autumntown, and what's the other one? Well, Wintertown. Strange place. 4 little microclimates on Karate Island, hence the names of the towns. Wintertown, winter all year round, and I can imagine that you can guess how the rest of it goes.
Gonna call it Dead Island soon.
No, that was very impressive
cool.
threat, Liga. Loretta's from Karate Island, and while she is sleeping now, perhaps in the morning after we do whatever funeral we're doing for Apex, she can tell you a little bit more about it. But yeah, Wintertown's cold, wrap up well, and there is always a karate tournament going on. So great place if you like karate.
I'm going to be clear right now, we're not putting Apex to rest until we get his revenge.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
We're going to have some kind of ceremony, or the
he's already gone.
The crew are going to be quite upset.
We can bury my ex-husband in place of...
Yeah.
Where do you at?
Someone immediately, when it was clear that you were leaving, went and got Edgar's coffee table and brought it onto the ship.
Where?
Well, am I...
Do I see his spirit here?
Edgar's spirit is not currently nearby.
Well, at least you didn't make a ghost. God.
Well, like they said, we have to do something, and I have a body.
How about a wake? Why don't we just
have a wake at least.
Let's just have a wake. They love drinking. Let's have a wake.
Okay.
They'll love that.
Okay, that's a good point.
All right, so where are we setting sail to?
Karate Island.
Karate Island.
Would you like to... Which Wintertown?
Wilhelm pauses at Wintertown because he knows that that's where Kirill is.
Yeah, there are docks on it in every city.
And does not answer.
Right.
Summertown?
I just keep picturing all these Fae books I keep reading, and I'm just okay.
I think we can go to Summertown.
You guys want to head to Summertown?
Let's go to Summertown.
As soon as someone says something that's not Wintertown.
I feel like we've experienced a lot of island weather here. Always some...
Yeah.
Wait, which town is
Is
Dr.
it Fall
Karate?
Town or Autumn Town?
It's Autumn Town.
Okay.
The Dr. Karate is in Wintertown.
No, we want to go to Wintertown where Dr. Karate is. Is there a problem?
The one who did this to Apex is right there.
Well, good. We'll get them.
I don't know if we're ready.
All right, Autumn Town it is.
Okay, Autumn Town.
How well, we can keep talking about this.
I guess we have the whole ride to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're heading to Karate Island. You'll decide when we get closer which dock we're going to.
Yes.
How close are these towns? Are they neighboring?
They're pretty close. The islands are relatively small, and if you have a ship, you can get around from one to the other pretty quickly because they're all coastal towns.
Okay.
So Mary goes and does what she does, which is execute your orders, and the night crew leave the dock and begin sailing to Karate Island.
Did we let them do a wake?
The wake is going to be tomorrow, I think,
Okay.
because the day crew don't all know what's happened yet.
Yeah.
Okay, but the body's with us as we leave.
Yes, the body is with you. You have everything that you reasonably need. Edgar's body has also been brought on board, and all of your effects that you had in the last good pub in Badtown are also on board. So are you guys going to go and get a little bit of shut-eye?
Yeah, it's definitely sleep time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you wake up around 1 or 2. The crew have been told what has happened. And Mary comes down and tells you, all right, guys, so my understanding is we're going to have a wake in the daytime. With Hendrix not being here, you guys are actually the ranking pirates. So it's your job to figure out what we're going to do as a tribute to Apex. We have a traditional poem on Bones Island that is read, so any of you want to read that, that will be quite important.
You should read the poem.
I'll read the poem.
And what else would you guys like to do for the funeral? Because I'll tell you right now that my notes app has a server error, so it's going to be a little bit fucking fast and loose.
I can bend energy with fire. We could light some candles. It creates an ambiance.
Like set the mood.
Yeah.
Yeah, an ambiance. I could also use some mist in the air to create a visage of Apex.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
A lovely image of him.
Okay.
I'll arrange the body.
Traditionally, I think these are normally held just after sunset.
Yeah.
So that both the day and night crew can participate, and so can any vampires on board the ship, of which you have at least one who is like out and proud.
Out of the coffin, got it.
So you begin the wake. Aura, go ahead and do that. I'm going to call that an energy roll to create a nice mist.
Yeah, nice mist.
And the crew generally just know that you can do this shit now. Most stuff around the crew is considered subtle. So you need an 8 or below.
Okay, it's time for the wheel.
The wizard's wheel.
I got an 8.
That's a crit. I'm going to give you a point of hubris.
Nice.
This goes extraordinarily well, and you can decide any extra effect that you would like to add to it.
Oh, sick. She was planning on just like a nice portrait. Instead, it becomes like a drone show, of Apex, and he's really fighting the werewolf, and it's like victory, it's very like Klingon, he died in battle, so like we honor him, and it says like drink to Apex. We honor him.
Everyone, as soon as it says drink to Apex, does indeed drink to Apex.
Yeah, there's a musical track. It becomes it's very elaborate.
It shows him fighting all of these different werewolves. He's taken out 10 or 20 before they start to get to him. Yeah,
he's more muscular in this message too.
And his muscles are also like more symmetrical.
Yes,
yeah, he looks fantastic. And one of the things you've actually noticed when you're looking at the ship is now a source, which is why you're able to regain fuel while you're here. And while I'm reminded, everyone got their fuel back.
Wow.
The ship specifically is a source of hope, which is one of the most fragile sources available. And there was some worry recently that this would start to decline. But it seems like you've shored that up pretty well.
Yeah. The Apex show helped?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Are you going to do the reading of the poem?
Yeah. The candles get low. The music gets soft.
Liga comes out in like full traditional Latvian garb, which I guess traditional means just current Latvian garb, with like a giant oak leaf crown.
Ooh.
Comes out and says, "Farewell, noble Apex, from those who loved you best. Your days of war are over now. It's time for ye to rest. We'll see you, noble Apex, when we are dead and gone. We'll join you, noble Apex, perhaps before too long."
And everyone goes,
Yar! Throw pirate hats.
So everyone says, "Yar!" and throws their hats in the air. The Master of Hounds, at a certain point, gives a speech about Apex, tells the story of how, when Apex first arrived on the ship, he let his presence be known by beating the shit out of the Master of Hounds. It wasn't quite as bad as the Master of Hounds makes it sound. They were kind of at a stalemate. But from the way the Master of Hounds tells it, he was near death until he was rescued by the wizards. It took all 3 of you to even restrain Apex. So mightily did he fight. And other members of the crew come forward and they tell stories. A lot of them just stories of strange kindnesses that Apex showed them. Once he realized that was okay to do. One guy just tells a bunch of facts about hammerhead sharks.
Okay, so next.
As the night is leading on, Nigel comes up and goes, "Captains, I need to have a word."
We all sigh at once.
We're not going to read your
It's been a while.
fanfic.
No, it's fine. I've understood that the market is not yet ready for my erotica.
Thank God.
We did the crew count today as we brought everyone on was rather quick, and it looks like there might have been a mistake.
Uh-oh.
The crew's normal manifest is 150. We normally have 80 men and 70 women. And when I did the count today, having gone over it, we are missing 1 woman and have 1 extra man. Which means there's a stowaway.
Looks like we have a werewolf in our midst.
And we're all gonna play werewolf. No, we're not.
Please don't.
Fuck that game. I'm so sick of playing werewolf,
I can't
man.
lie, it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm oddly good at that game.
So basically the entire crew is currently on the top deck. Like the literal skeleton crew of keeping the ship moving
Right.
is working.
Well, that's bad news.
Yes, I wasn't thrilled.
I am going to just do a little bit of a spirit sweep. Like maybe I could see the spirit of a werewolf.
So go ahead and make a spirit sense roll, which is going to be coincidental. You're looking for. Actually, honestly, you're on your ship.
Yeah.
This is unless you roll a 10, you're gonna pass this.
Okay. A 1.
A 1. Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. Interesting thing about spirit sense is everyone assumes that it's just your sight, but it is all of your senses. You reach out with your hearing, your sight, even your proprioception as you have your feet planted on the ship. You can reach out and sense the spirits of all of those among you. Most of them familiar. You feel this sort of rising hope that was previously guttering as the crew remember their fallen comrade. And then deep into the crowd, cloaked so as not to be recognized, you do indeed sense an unfamiliar figure among them.
And they're on the deck.
They're on the deck right now.
Can I somehow point them out to Wilhelm and Liga without being seen?
Yes, that's simple enough to do. You just literally go, it's that guy there in the cloak.
All right, I say, that one's vibes are off.
I'm trying to think about our options here. Can you tell me if I try to do a telepathic connection, does it work to where I hear his
You could hear
thoughts?
could hear his surface thoughts.
Okay,
yeah.
surface thoughts, really. Okay. I think that's what I'm after, is trying to get surface thoughts. I'm like not trying to be like, hello, how are you feeling? Type of situation. I just want to understand.
And I'm trying to not alert the crew.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want the crew to think we have a stowaway that would be dangerous, because
Yeah.
I feel like that would get rid of the morale that we just built up.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to just kind of be cool.
So I think that I'd like to try that on our.
Okay, absolutely.
On an
So
identified target.
you're gonna need an 8 or above.
8 or above.
Yeah.
5.
That'll do it.
5.
So you roll a 5 and you're able to reach out. He is sitting there talking to himself. And as you hear his voice, his internal monologue, you realize that this is the somewhat smaller wolf that you have seen before. You were once mysteriously gated to a ship full of werewolves and were nearly found. This was the wolf that nearly found you. You don't get a tremendous amount of information out of what he's thinking, because he is just going tick-tock, 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 tick-tock.
That seems bad.
That's really creepy.
As you guys are circling the party, perhaps figuring out how you're going to approach, you see Loretta Harbour, your bosun, who has set up a stall to entertain people, and it's called Can She Fix It? The crew are bringing up, it's like a challenge thing. They set an hourglass with a minute timer, and they bring up something that they broke a lot of the time deliberately, and sometimes it's a clock or it's something like a varying levels of complexity. And then they say, "Can she fix it?" And then she just fucking sits there and works and goes into a meditative state. And when she's finished, she turns the hourglass over, gives it back to them, and they look at it and they hit it, and it always fucking works every single time. And they go, "Yes, she can."
All right, okay.
It sounds like, is this cake?
Yes, it's definitely a similar vibe. And she's laughing, like she's definitely, like she was a new member of the crew when we left you before, but she's fully embedded. You're coming to realize she's something of a genius as a bosun, and at fixing things mechanically generally.
Nice.
The werewolf is staying to the back of this, watching, taking note of Loretta, and you can still hear just tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. And sometimes it's a thing where people know they're having their minds read. They will just deliberately think of something repetitive or think of a poker game, or they'll find another way. But they have to know you're doing it. You don't get the sense that this guy is running a bit. He is just deranged.
I'm assuming you told us about this.
Yeah, can I mean, we're trying to keep it on the down low.
Yeah.
How easy is it for me to establish a telepathic connection between my shipmates on our ship?
I'm going to go ahead and say that you can have done that as part of your last effect. You rolled pretty well, right?
Yeah.
So you can already have had a telepathic.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely an alert situation, and letting them know that we need to grab this guy immediately, and wondering if we should. What time of the day is it right now?
The party started right after sunset. It's about 10 or 11.
As soon as you tell me he's saying TikTok, I'm like, he sabotaged the ship.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run as soon I'll run down and just start checking any place where there was gunpowder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna send Steven. I'm gonna say, Steven, help me.
Yeah.
Help me go through the ship to find if there's any sort of like explosive or gunpowder or whatever.
So give me. So you head down to the ship's ammo stores and the cannons. Plop actually, as soon as your cannoneer, immediately sees you and goes to help. Like whatever you're doing with his cannons, it's probably important.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking anywhere for it, and I'm like, there might be we might have had a bit of a saboteur on board.
Yes. So you guys start searching. Go ahead and give a roll. You have a speciality in firearms.
You
have Plop, and you have Steven. This is another. You're gonna have to try really hard to fuck this roll up.
Okay.
So unless you roll a 10, it is a little bit more difficult because the aftermarket modifications that Plop has made to the cannons are pretty extensive. If you go past 10 as your chances, it increases your critical threat range.
Right.
10 is always a failure. So you get a crit. And you guys are able to go through the ammo store very, very quickly, check everything, and tell that whatever the sabotage is, if there is sabotage, it is not in the ammo store. Everything is fine.
Okay, all right. Well, Steven and I will just go deck by deck. If you want to help Plop, we'll each take a deck.
Okay, absolutely.
I'm like, just keep it on the down low so we don't want panic. And I get Steven to tell Nigel to start looking too.
So Nigel, who also has extensive experience in sabotaging the ship,
He does.
also helps.
Okay.
And this takes about like 45 minutes to an hour. You're trying to do it subtly without alerting anyone. No one finds anything. While this is happening, would either of you like to make any preparations? Because you have a bit of time while this is going on. You could make an artifact. You could cast a spell.
I think when it comes to this specific set of werewolves, that's the one area where Wilhelm isn't immediately trying to rush into action.
Okay.
Due to the slaughter that he witnessed.
Yeah.
So I think Wilhelm wants to go let the Master of Hounds know.
Okay.
That there's a wolf on board.
All right.
Because they don't get along.
Yes,
and
they sure
we know
don't.
that'd be pretty solid backup.
Yeah. Master of Hounds.
Plus he has the detection skills to keep an eye.
Master of Hounds immediately, as soon as you say there's a werewolf on board, he goes, where?
You say deck.
Got it. And he heads down to he lives in the deepest parts of the ship, and he comes up with not only Barbara, but 2 other attack dogs.
Wait, where were they living?
He's got so many fucking dogs down there, man.
Damn it.
It's a consistent source of annoyance for Nigel because he has to account for all of them, and like keep them all fed. And most of them are huge.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that later.
There is a slight worry that once the dogs come out, these are not like some of his cuddlier dogs. You may slightly start to lose the element of surprise. So he keeps them at a fair distance and gets Barbara and them to sort of play. So he is currently almost locked down. Like the Master of Hounds is close to him and ready to attack on your word. But, wolves and dogs, there's no way this werewolf isn't aware that there's 3 big dogs nearby. The party's going on. While this is happening, Dr. Elizabeth Splatt is also trying to entertain people. She's found a series of funhouse mirrors that she brought on with her. And she got one that makes you look really big, one that makes you look really small, and then there's another one that's just a normal mirror so you can remember what you looked like before you do the other ones. And people seem to be having fun with that one at the moment. Most of the named members of the crew are trying to find some way of cheering people up. Mary Drexel is encouraging people to fist fight and getting them drunk.
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to have a full cup of grog and kind of just walk over to the suspicious individual and not really talk to them in particular, just kind of like talk aloud in their direction about how sad and heartbroken I am about losing my friend. And then as I'm doing this, I'm just like accidentally splashing my drink everywhere, getting it on him with the idea of I ultimately want to do a spell where my grog turns into silver.
Okay. So you're just getting this guy good and covered in grog, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to need a mundane roll from you because you're trying to do this without alerting him to what you're doing. So go ahead and give me a chill plus deceive roll. So your chill plus deceive is 4, so you need a 4 or below.
Okay.
Go ahead and
I'm
roll.
gonna try anyway.
The
'cause
wizard's
if it works,
Do
wheel.
you want to stand up for this one because it's a big scary roll?
all
Do you
right,
wanna-
I'll do
Big
it. I'll do
scary
it.
roll.
I'll do it.
Yeah, not much I can do about that.
Okay, well now
Um,
he's just sticky covered in grog.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
you annoyed him.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing.
so you're walking around, go, I miss Apex so much, and you throw your grog on this man, and he looks at you as you do it, and you meet his eye, and he sees what you're doing, and then he looks to his side, and he sees the dog, and he sees the Master of Hound, who also meets his eye, because he's fucking okay, the game is up. And he says, "Wizard." And then he turns, and he starts charging, and as he's charging, he's getting bigger, and he is charging directly for Dr. Elizabeth Splat.
Oh no!
And he's going to get there within a turn, and by the time he gets there, he will be fully in his werewolf form.
Sorry, everyone.
It was a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, you get a point of hubris, though. That's nice. That's a little treat.
Yeah, that's good.
A little treat, a little snack for later.
Or you might well be. Are you still under the ship, or are you on deck now?
No, I'm on deck. I'm like tired. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
couldn't find anything. I mean, it's good to check.
It's the Master of Hounds immediately, as soon as this guy starts moving, he set the dogs after him.
Right.
But they're not going to catch it, right? He is equally as good at running as a dog is.
The mist is still around there, so I'm going to use my bend energy to cloak Elizabeth Splat in the mist,
Okay.
so he can't see her
Right.
where he's running towards.
All right. So go ahead and give me that roll. That is a subtle roll because you're on the ship, surrounded by your crew, and a werewolf does not count as an onlooker. You need to hit an 8 or above.
Okay.
I would say that's a bend energy roll, though.
Yes.
So you're either going to need to spend a point of fuel or cast it raw.
Can I use my hubris?
Yes, you can give it, but that would give you a bonus.
Okay.
But you already only need to roll an 8, so it could give you a bonus of up to, you would have a 90% chance
Then
of
I'll
an
just-
80% chance.
Then I'll just spend a point of energy for it.
Okay, so give me a silver coin.
Okay. 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, so this goes perfectly. You immediately, just on a reflex, you work out, you get all of the mist around him, and you use it to surround Dr. Elizabeth Splat.
Yeah, and the crew are like, just like, yeah.
And the crew around her. And she immediately looks up and realizes something is happening and gets out of the fucking splash zone, right?
good.
So you don't even have to worry that he's going to go for her last known location.
Right. Okay, good.
Unfortunately, it's at that moment, slightly too late after Dr. Elizabeth Splat is safe, that you realize he wasn't charging for Dr. Elizabeth Splat. He was charging for the mirror.
Oh.
Oh yeah, because we're creatures can...
The fucking stupid mirrors. God damn it. So stupid.
Now that mist would have fogged those mirrors up.
It would have. It's foggy.
And then you hear a terrible commotion at the bottom of the ship, including the many angered barkings and howls of the Master of Hounds' dogs. The Master of Hounds does not wait to be told what to do. He jumps off the side of the ship and with his giant claws starts climbing down to the relevant porthole. And we will burden our souls with those secrets next time on Mage of Sail. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to support the show, you can like, comment, and subscribe, all the usual stuff. Or you can also consider subscribing to us on Patreon, where you will get access to all of the rules documents for this that I've written so far. And there's a fucking lot. You can support the show, and if you pledge enough, you'll actually get your name in the credits, along with all of our other big supporters. I'd like to give a special shout out to Flotster for her stuff that she sent for us to use on the set, for Whitefire, who is a member of our Fun Guzzler tier, and also to Tyrannosaurus for his continued support of the show. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back in 1 week with part 5 of this. This episode, by the way, was called The British Empire Strikes Back. The next episode I have down here will be called A Fun Day with Terror.
Great.
We'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye!
I met some mighty pirates sailing on the sea of blue. They told me they were wizards, but they slit your gizzards too. They plundered arcane mysteries, and all their foes did wail. Beware lest ye encounter a mighty Mage of Sail.